What is up, guys, and welcome back. So, started to do work and I forgot to start recording. So, what we're doing today is obviously going to be moving this heap right here. Yeah, I know, I just called it a heap and it's not, but unfortunately at the moment it is. We're going to go ahead and move this heap right back behind our second gate we have right over here, so that way it could be kind of tucked in and out of the way. We're going to kind of organize a few cars that we have just all over the place because, well, we do really have cars just planted all over the place. I'm going to start cleaning up the shop because obviously we haven't been home in a while, and, you know, just kind of get things a little bit organized before we start tearing into engine swaps or fixing anything or doing whatever else. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and set you guys up, start airing up some tires, and do a little bit of a time lapse. So, see you guys in a second. Alright, so I know that video kind of cut in and out a little bit, but we moved it from way over there to way over here. It officially has air back in the tires, but this is its new home for a little while. For everybody asking what it is, this is a 300 SEL. It is the longer wheelbase, so it does have the longer back door. It does have the chrome trim around it. If I'm not mistaken, that means that this is a W109, not a W108. There you go, 300 SL, SEL, Jesus, I apologize. But yeah, this is its new home. Now what we got to do is move the next beast, and that should be pretty fun, so let's see how that goes. Alright, so now that we have the car moved and pushed out of the way in its new permanent home for the next, I can't even tell you how long, until obviously we start finishing some projects right there. Now we got to clean this wonderful, dusty, nasty mess. I've obviously been sweeping a little bit. Again, I need to start remembering to hold the camera and recording, guys. I'm slacking a little bit. I apologize. But, yeah, obviously I need to organize some of this stuff. I really need to dust and clean all my tools and all my stuff. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see or tell all this dust, but clearly we haven't been home in a few months and everything is extremely dusty, especially this thing. I mean, look at that. That's just a little embarrassing. But this right here is going to be the next project. Alright guys, sorry about that. We just had to clean up the floors, organize a few things, move the car. So let's go ahead and dive in and tell you guys, I guess, the new, not just the project, but the new build series and I guess the plans for this car. So if you guys didn't know, I bought this car about a year and a half ago. I actually made a YouTube video on it. I picked it up from Cali. I drove it home. I absolutely love the car. It drives freaking phenomenal. And I had a buddy take it to a car show for me because obviously I was driving the Pandem around. I was showing it off a little bit. And when he drove the car, he was like, man, I need the car. It's beautiful. It's perfect. I love it. And I was like, you know what? The only way I'll sell it to you is if you ever want to sell it, you have to sell it back. Well, it's back in my possession. I own it again. Unfortunately, I own it under horrible circumstances. The motor is actually blown. It is destroyed to no repair. It has a lot of issues. Let me just go ahead and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Get ready to cry a little bit. So, first and foremost, the gentleman who bought the car, he's a very, very good friend of mine. I have nothing but respect for the guy. Unfortunately, he is not a mechanic. Here is just one issue I saw. Every single one of the cam bolts are actually stripped completely out 100% on the cam. I mean, every single one of them. That's one huge issue. It has an exhaust leak from all hell. And then here is probably another very big issue. Yes, all of the silver that's on top of these bolts and all the silver that's on top of everything, yeah, that's metal shards, guys. When I drained the oil was not milky, so it definitely doesn't have a blown head gasket or anything bad like that. But everything else is destroyed. Everything is scratched. The cam obviously was off, I think, by a tooth. The car ran a little rough. It was pretty bad. The crank pulley is actually shaved down because the idle... It's just a whole bunch of stuff. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. Other than that, though, I mean, the car is still in immaculate condition. The interior is still flawless. I was debating on tearing the car apart and using it for parts maybe, but honestly I just can't bring myself to destroy this car because it really is perfect. And I do have another motor laying around, so I figured I have to put it in. Obviously they do come with the 2.6. If you guys don't know how to determine on if you have a 2.6 or 3.0, right back here it says 2.6. It's going to be in the back cylinder right here, number 5. But it says 2.6 right there. So regardless, no matter what, I'm going to be throwing in a 3.0. Now here is where I need your guys' help. Obviously, it's a Sportline. It's an LE. The whole reason I'm actually going to be rebuilding this car and doing this is because I'm going to be selling it. So the car will be for sale when we're done, obviously detailing it, making it look just as perfect as it was when I picked it up. Obviously, it'll be having a perfect drivetrain with 3.0 that you guys are going to be watching me install and pull this poor thing out. What I've been contemplating, though, is if I should put a 5-speed manual gearbox in it. Obviously, I have quite a few of them. Here's just 3 of them, just for, obviously, reference. And I do have about 3 more. But my big thing is, obviously, if I put a 5-speed inside of it and we do make it standard, do you guys think that would ruin my market a little bit for trying to sell this thing? Or do you guys think it would help the market? Because I understand and I know that a lot of the youngsters out there don't really know how to drive a standard anymore. I'm not trying to knock you guys, but obviously when I was growing up, it was much different. Everybody had to know how to drive standard compared to very minimal people knowing how to drive standard. And again, since I am building this car not for myself, obviously because I already have one, I have my Pandem, I have my wagon, I have quite a few other cars. This one is just going to be like a fun little project for you guys, and then, like I said, off it goes. So what I need is for everybody to go down in the comments and let me know. Do you think I should 5-speed swap it, or do you guys think I should just keep it automatic? The transmission and everything works perfect in the car. Obviously, as you can see, the motor's destroyed, so regardless, it has to be swapped. But yeah, that is one thing that I'm going to need some help on. So I'm going to kind of let you guys decide and pick. I'm going to put a poll up on the YouTube community page, so make sure you guys go check that out, as well as I am going to be checking all the comments. So again, please let me know. But yeah, that is kind of the, I guess, goal and plan for this beautiful thing right here. These wheels are not going to be staying on the car. The Sportline wheels are kind of cool, but I'm not the biggest fan of them. We will be putting on these beautiful turbo fans. I am going to be getting them painted silver, though. They're not going to be gold. Gold was kind of my color and my thing, but they will be silver. I'm really contemplating on making them like hyper silver like this, or if I should do them kind of more like a gunmetal gray or a gunmetal silver, like the bottom of the Sportline LE. Again, that's probably another thing I'll be asking you guys to help me with on. What do you guys think would be more eye-appealing, more of a darker color or lighter silver like that? But yes, guys, this right here is going to be the next build. This is going to be the next build series, I guess. I'm going to show you guys how to remove, obviously, the motor mounts, how to unplug and unhook your intake manifold. I'm going to show you guys how to do all the lines, all the little bells and whistles. I know that these wiring harnesses can definitely be a pain in the butt, and they are a little bit intimidating, especially because they're old plastic and they kind of like to break and crack and do a whole bunch of stuff. But we are going to be peeling that thing away. So yeah, next few videos is just going to be on this build. I feel like I keep repeating myself. Again, it's been a while, guys. It's been a while. So I am back. Like I said, I am going to be coming strong, and we're going to be doing a bunch of videos for you guys. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. And I guess let's get to work.